guys, good morning, good afternoon, happy new month wherever you are. I hope this month, and I wish, not even hoping, but I wish this month goes well for you. May the Lord bless this month for you. May this month be blissfully and full of overflowing to you. My name is Nora and welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time to view my channel, you're most welcome. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell to turn on the notification. Every time that I upload the new videos, you'll be notified. If you find my videos helpful, please give me a thumbs up, share these videos with your friends, and let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, today I want to talk about how you can survive on a lower income of money. To those people who get paid that amount of 200 and 300. You know, most of jobs in Uganda, maybe working in a restaurant, you can get paid 300, maybe 200. Some get paid 150. So I want to discuss this today with you, and I want to share some tips with you how you can also earn something from the little that you're getting. However much, if you don't have kids that you're paying school fees for, this budget is so someone who doesn't have kids for that they are paying school fees for. Yes, you may have a kid, but I know you'll be paying half, like their fees you have to pay half. Like maybe they are studying at school where they're paying 200 and your salary is 200. You know how it feels, right? So you always have to find a way how to make that money. So here I'm going to give you some tips how to survive in a lower income of budget. So I want to teach you how to budget this kind of money that you get. So if you're getting paid 300 and you know houses in Kampala. I'm from Uganda, so I'm talking about people in Uganda. I don't know which country you're in, but I know you laugh at this budget. You'll be like, oh, she's talking about it's such a little money. In Uganda, it's not. To some people, it's not. So I'm talking to those who understand the money. So if you're getting paid 300 and the house maybe it's for 300, you know, most of the time we get a job nearby a place where you stay, because you will not get a job far away from your house. You need to stay. Sorry about that noise. You know, there's a chopper running over around our neighborhood, so it's always making noise, so don't focus about that. So you always want to live through a place near to your workplace, right? And so that you won't spend that much, you will be able to spend less money from your budget. And you also need to save. The most important thing, you should always have an account, a saving account. Maybe a group of people where you guys gather and you collect money, you save money. Like, it's called a Chibina, but it's a group, maybe a circle where it's a circle, but in Uganda it's called a Chibina. So a circle where you save money. So from that money, that's where you get to pay the school fees for your kids, maybe to buy something. Maybe this circle you pay like 10,000, maybe 5,000 per day. Like today, tomorrow, every day you give 5,000, you save 5,000 every day. So from this 300 that you're getting paid over, the house that you're staying in, it's for 100. That means if you pay a rent for 100, your balance has to be 200. And always make sure that you buy food from the farmers market. You know, at farmers market, their food is not expensive. You go there, you buy food at a lower price. Make sure you don't buy one. You don't by the time you buy one, every time you go and buy something one, that's a lot of money, that's a lot of expense. Go and buy once and save. Like stock food in the house, maybe tomatoes, onion, Irish potato, sweet potato, cabbage, those things that you know it will last. Sometimes if you don't stay home all the time, you only stay once in a while, that day when you're home, that's when you go and do the shopping, because maybe you come back from work, you need to cook food to eat, because some places they don't provide for you dinner. they only provide lunch for you, and also lunch, it's hard. Sometimes even transport, paying them transport is also hard. They might give you 1,000 or maybe 1,500. Sometimes they don't give, so it's on you to work so hard to impress the customer, to get a tip from them, so that you can also have something to go back home with, like maybe transport. Yes, I know walking from home to work, it's good and it's exercising, but you reach late at work and you have no job, so you always want to be there in time. You always have to be there in time, okay? Make that sure. So from that 200 that you're remaining with, maybe you have something for, let me see, yeah, you have to put money into your bank account. You always have to save money, 20,000 every day, every month that you get salary. The first thing you put aside, first, the house rent. Second, you need to put money for your bank account. Third, you need to put aside money for food. You need to put money for water, like buying water. I know you don't stay home all the time, but if you have kids, you have to spend money to buy water. A jerrycan of water, each jerrycan is 200, so maybe you buy water of 1,000. You know that budget. So from that 200, you've banked your 20,000. Now you have 180,000. So 180,000, you're spending money on food. That's why you go to the farmers market, you buy food for 20,000. You get that, because I know they are so cheap. I've ever been there. When you have experience on something, you also have to give those who don't have experience on it. So at the farmers market, food is not expensive. You can find a tomato, like they're selling like 20 tomatoes at only 2,000, maybe 3,000, and they are good tomatoes. Maybe cucumbers, maybe you're a vegetarian, you want those vegetables, you can get them at cheap price. And then you buy water. Yes, water, it's for 1,000 jerrycans. You stock water in your house, not to go every day fresh water. That balance, you'll be remaining with how much? That's 159,000 that you'll be having. I'm really sorry, but I had to everything and do it and put it under, because I've never been through this situation and I know how it is. So from that, you need to give your mom. Maybe you have a mother so most of us have mothers. You have to give your mother something. Your mother is living in the village, so that's 50,000. Your balance is 190,000. So 190,000, it's maybe for that's for your keep up. Maybe you need to go to salon, you need to buy clothes. A woman who is an independent woman, you don't wait for a man to give you everything. You're the person who depends on that money. And every time you know how much, when you spend, every time that you spend money or every time you save money, okay, I want you to do this calculation. You're getting paid 300, right? And in your salary, the one that you're saving into your bank account, in a year, the money that you save from that 20,000 that you're saving, reduct from that 20,000, because bank charges, it's 2,000 shilling. You can actually, but some banks they charge 1,500. Yeah, some banks they charge 1,500. Some banks they charge 3,000. So according to me, where I save my money, they charge me 2,000. So when you're going to save, you put plus that 2,000 on, so that they won't deduct from that 20,000. So from that 20,000, calculate and say in 12 months I've saved 20,000. How much that's 240,000. Every month that you get your salary, save. Every time that you get your salary, save. However much you're getting little, but you have to learn how to budget. If you want some expensive things will come, but first save some money. You know, there are some lands out there where they sell 3 million. In our villages, there are lands of 3 million, maybe 4 million. You save your money. Stop saying that the money that I'm earning is very little. I'm just showing you how you can survive on a lower income budget. You have to learn how to save. Maybe you want to go for outing. Yes, you can go for outing, but don't spend that much. You know, spend according to what you're earning, to what is your income. Don't spend because you see others. Maybe you see someone is carrying a phone of 2 million. You also want to carry that phone. My dear, first look at your budget. You think someone is staying in a house of 300, your salary is 300. There's some houses of 200, there's some houses of 70,000, but plus electricity, you really have to spend, like, let me say, it will really cost you, but you still have to save some money to also to have something to live on, or something. Maybe you never know when maybe you're sick, you need to buy something, you need to go somewhere, and you need money. There's that money that leaves you there in the house. There's that money in your bank account. There's that money in your mobile phone, just for keep up. But always remember to save money in your account. Always remember, if you can't, I know some people, they fear to go to the bank. You know, say, I'm not educated, how am I going to fill those forms? You know, I hate that thing when someone says, I'm not educated, how am I going to fill the form? Find someone who knows how to read. Fill that form for you. Go there, take it to the bank, and you open up your account. To open up an account, it depends on how much you want to start with. Me, I started my account. When I opened up my account, I started with only 20,000. But now, if I tell you how much you have, you say, "Wow, lady, you've saved." Because every time, I remember the first time I was working, I was getting paid 100. From 100 I went to 150. From 150 I went to 200. From 200 I went to 600. So imagine, that's all. So from there, and now I can save the money, and I can also buy something for myself that I know this will help me in future. I buy something and I know this, in case I don't have money, I can sell it and have what I want to have. So you have to learn how to live on a lower income. Don't just sit there and say, how am I going to, you always want to depend on others. No, that small money that you're getting, you can also depend on that. But always don't forget, go to the farmer's market, buy food from there, stock food in the house. You know, if you buy go buy, in Uganda we don't use gas. Buying gas is so expensive. So you buy a charcoal, maybe one Benson, it's like a Benson of charcoal is 10,000, maybe 11. Put it there. You're not cooking every day. You know, this is for this budget. I know there are some people who have families, but they eat a meal once, like in a day they eat once. If you've had breakfast, that's it. Instead of lunch and dinner, food which is supposed to be lunch for dinner, you only cook one meal for a day. That's lunch and dinner. So dinner, there is no dinner, you only take tea, and that's it. That's how they survive in Kampala. And they still have enough money to go to the village, go to the hospital, they take their kids to school by that lower income. And that money that they're getting, that you're seeing, that you say it's less, you can't survive on that. My dear sister, my dear brother, you can survive in that amount of money. If you're watching this video and you find it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Namukosi Nora, but most popularly named the popular one that everyone knows, it's Nora. Everyone knows Nora. Everywhere I go, it's Nora. And so I want you to learn how to budget that small money that you're getting. Buying clothes, maybe you know, new clothes at 30,000, 40,000. So it depends on how much. You know, I will not tell you that you shouldn't wear whatever, it's your life. But buy those things while knowing that I have to save something for myself in case I get sick. you don't have even a single penny. All your salary, you spend it. Yes, you've paid your house rent, you've paid everything, but you haven't even saved anything. That's why you find people being kicked out of their houses by their landlords. The landlord is saying, you haven't paid me in 2 months, and you're saying, I haven't gotten money. Some people, they don't want to pay their house rent, but I'm giving you a tip how to do that. The moment you get your salary, the first thing you have to do, put aside the money for rent, put aside money for your bag, put aside the money for buying food, put aside money for water, put aside money for electricity, put aside money for buying money for the keep up in case you need something. Okay, maybe in case something has happened, maybe your mom is sick, maybe you're sick, maybe one of your kids is sick. If you have kids that you're paying school fees for, enter into a circle where you save 5,000 in a day. Every day you save 5,000. When it's your day when your dad wish to be paid that money from the circle, that's where you get the money to pay for the kids' school fees. Okay, I don't say I can't survive on a lower income of a budget. My dear, you can survive. There is always a way, unless you don't know how to budget. Let me tell you, I'm someone who writes everything that I buy, everything. What the money I'm going to spend for what? My transport, I always know that from my village, from Kampala to my village is that's 150. During Christmas season, that's from Uganda to Kenya, that's where you pay 180,000. But from my village, from Kampala to my village where I live, the transport is only 15,000. So I always make sure that I have something with me for the keep up. Maybe I want to go for outing, and but for my outing I won't spend that much, and I have to buy something cheaper that won't enter into my budget, or it won't cost me that much. That I also have to save something. I buy something, but I still have something remaining in my pocket. So guys, if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to turn on the notification. Every time that I upload the new videos, you get notified. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this lower income? How much are you earning? Okay, don't tell me how much you're earning, but I just told you a few things, the steps that I went through, how I've saved some money. I will not tell you how much I have in my account, but I want you to learn that from this small money that I'm earning, I can save this, I can do this with this money, I can do this with... Don't put yourself in the level that you're not. Poor people like behaving like rich people, yet they are poor. And rich people, you find them behaving like poor. And then poor people start saying, that rich man, he's so stingy. Maybe that woman is so stingy. Not being stingy. Let me tell you something before I go. My mom always tells me, when you know the meaning, or you know the struggle of going to the well to fetch water, you know how well the well is being dug from the down. The water comes from down, it's underground water, right? So you go down there, you fetch water. So by getting out from that deep hole, you have to climb up, you have to go through those stairs. Do you know how it is so hard to climb those stairs while you're carrying jerrycans in your head? To those people who fetch water, if you've ever been there to the well, you have to climb that hill. Sometimes you can even slip down and fell, So when you know the meaning of that water, carrying that water, every drop of that water, my dear, every drop that you drop from that water that you fetched, you know the meaning of it. You know how to use that water. You find if you see even a hole on that jerrycan trying to leak, my dear, you always do anything to cover that hole so that water won't leak again. So that's how it is when you're working. To those who don't work, they will not know how to spend their money. They will not know how it is hard to make money and how it is how to spend it. For them, when you give them, they just spend. For them, their job just to call, to tell you their problems. Please help me, I have this, I need money. But they don't know how to make it. But the moment you fetch your water, you carry it, every drop of it, you will know how precious it is. That's how man is. Bye guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. What have you learned from this message? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Bye guys. I love you. My name is Nora.